worldwide.
But I do. You don't get them girls loose.
And I believe, ladies and gentlemen, that is the music of none other than the German animal, Josef Von Schmidt.
Well, we're going to take one step back here, and we're going to go back to the entrance of referee Uncle Steven real quick and talk about how sick his entrance music was.
Oh, it was some of the greatest entrance music I've ever
And
heard.
now,
there's one thing Fiesta Pro has, the great audio team. And some great entrance music, and it's the German animal, all 6'6" of Josef Von Schmidt.
Josef Von
stands in
Schmidt
the
just
ring.
had some awesome entrance music, too.
He did.
I've been in the ring with Josef Von Schmidt many, many times. And I'm telling you, this guy's scary. He's flat out scary. And he doesn't speak very good English, which is even scarier. You think he's voting for Trump? Is he a citizen?
I don't think he is, but I think if he was, he would be. But let's get to his opponent, a man equally as dangerous, and a man that you and your tag team partner have faced before in tag team action. The man they call the Pectoral Poseidon, the man we call Sexy Rexy, Rex Lawless.
I'm going to drop some knowledge on you right here, son, and this is not taking anything away from Sexy Rex Lawless here. Because the guy is huge, he's massive, he's a sick athlete, but do your history and get your facts straight. I have never, ever been in the ring with him. Mr. Broadcaster, do your homework.
I have done my homework, and I know for a fact that Sexy Rexy has told me that he has said, you know what, EJ Risk, great athlete, but we've beaten him before, and he's going to beat Josef Von Schmidt tonight. I'll give you that much.
You don't have
right
to
now.
be in the ring with me to know I'm a great athlete. My name rings bells, boy. And he knows, just by looking at me, what an athlete I am. Hang on, he's not in the ring.
Well, Josef Von Schmidt threw the vaunted and celebratory first shot of the match in the face of Rex Lawless.
The lying face of Rex Lawless, because he's never been in the ring with me. You understand that?
I just think you're embarrassed to say that he's beaten you.
I'm not embarrassed by anything. And I was in a tag team, and if we ever lost, to be honest, I was never pinned. But that's a story for another day.
But right now, Sexy Rexy Rex Lawless is trying to get Josef Von Schmidt in the ring for this match to
The bell
officially
has
start.
still not rung, because Josef Von Schmidt will not get in the ring. And I got to tell you, I've never seen Josef Von Schmidt scared of anything. And he tricked you, bell ringer.
Still not in the ring here. I've never seen, as you said, Josef Von Schmidt scared of anything. This is a man who has trained hundreds of professional wrestlers.
You want to know what else you've never seen? Me in the ring with Rex Lawless.
Moving on to the match at hand.
Now let's get that bell rung.
I have never seen Josef Von Schmidt scared of anything. This is a man who has trained hundreds of professional wrestlers at his professional wrestling training academy in Connecticut.
That he has. He's responsible for some great talent, but I don't think he's ever been in the ring with as much talent as Rex Lawless has. There he goes, taking the fight right to him. So I did exactly what I did with you here at the commentary table with Uncle Steven, and we made a wager, and I bet that Maria Manick was going to win her match. And who do you think won?
Maria Manick.
All right.
Who, by the way, I managed.
Right.
To a victory.
So you managed. So where I'm going with this is, who do you got in this one?
I have,
Since it's a party and we can make bets here, who do you got in this one?
I honestly think, as we were talking about, the man has trained hundreds of great athletes. He has a height advantage, and he may be a little bit behind in the weight department, but the experience is what matters. And I think Josef Von Schmidt comes ahead in this match here. The battle of two big superstars in this ring.
Two powerhouses. You finally said something right. Two huge superstars here, Fiesta Pro Wrestling. Two powerhouses. You know who I take in this one after a Clash of the Titans?
Who do you take?
Uncle Steven.
He can't win the match.
Why not?
He's not in the match.
I gave him a couple bucks anyway. He's going to put over the guy that we made the wager for. And, I'll tell you what. I got Von Schmidt in this one.
You actually, ladies and gentlemen, the fabric of reality is tearing upon itself. EJ Risk just agreed with me that Von Schmidt will win this match here tonight.
Wait, I agreed with you?
You did.
If I didn't have money invested in this show, in this match here right now, I would change my pick. But I'm going with Von Schmidt.
Listen, the man, like we said, and I'll say it again, the man has literally been the reason why hundreds of professional wrestlers have blossomed in this business. And the experience, you can say it as well. There is nothing more valuable inside that ring than experience. You could be the biggest guy in the ring, you could be the fastest guy in the ring, but it's usually the man with the most experience that comes out ahead.
Rex Lawless, I'm just sitting here and I'm looking at Rex and I'm
Oh my God! Huge big boot, Rex Lawless hanging over the top rope.
To my point, look at the size of this guy. This guy is an animal.
He is 6'6".
And he's not doing what everyone else has been doing all night. He's not showboating about it. He gets his hands dirty. He gets down and dirty. He chases his opponent out of the ring, in the ring. It doesn't...
Oh, there's the experience factor.
You're right. And just as I'm saying that, he gets cut off there. Wow. Huge knee to the back of the head there.
And that's what we call the experience factor. Rex Lawless coming into the ring. Von Schmidt knowing that ring like it was his own combat area. The man knows every intricate detail about every part of that ring and understanding and having the ring awareness to cut Rex Lawless off before he could get into the ring and now take advantage of the big man.
God, I hate you.
Well,
I just do.
I'll add another one.
I hate you.
I'll add another one to the list.
Rex Lawless. He's not going to go down with a fight.
Oof.
Without a fight, excuse me. Even though I've never been in the ring with him, Pete. From the looks of things here, it's going to take...
roaring elbow.
It is going to take Von Schmidt all night to keep this guy down.
Well, he's got him down right now, but you're right, to keep him down.
He's got to keep him safe, and there's the showboating that I'm talking about. The only two people that ever got away with showboating after doing something in the ring was myself and VSK.
Well, I think there's hordes of other people who might have gotten away with a little bit of showboating, but for another time. Right now, Rex Lawless coming back and taking the fight to Von Schmidt. Von Schmidt with a huge knee to the gut and that huge fist. Have you seen how big the hands of Josef Von Schmidt are?
Let me tell you something, Pete. I've been punched in the face by Von Schmidt, so yes, I've seen how big his hands are.
And when he hits it's like a freight train coming straight for your face.
Oh, you've been hit by a freight train?
I haven't.
You've been hit by a freight train?
I have not, but I've heard stories.
Have you ever been hit by Von Schmidt?
I have been hit by Von Schmidt.
Oh, all right. Well, you have to tell me that story off air.
It was completely accidental. I did absolutely nothing.
Rex Lawless has him set up here for another boot to the face. I mean, you got to ask yourself, how many of those can Von Schmidt take?
That's another thing. This is a man, like I said, 6'6". If I'm not mistaken, wears a size 13 boot. Whoa, huge.
Huge steamroller here. What's he got?
Huge steamroller as you then.
He's heading up top.
But that's what makes Rex Lawless great. He's going to the top rope to do something that most big men don't do. They don't usually fly. But Rex Lawless does
high risk, high reward. Could you imagine something like that coming down on you from 8 feet up?
Oh! Huge double stomp to the back of the neck.
I'll give them both something there. Definitely both athletic men for their size. There's no question about that.
Covered a 2 count for Von Schmidt.
That was a close 2 count.
I want to go to how devastating that knee stomp is. EJ Risk, the unfortunate thing is that you are here at commentary. Unfortunately, I say, because your career ended because of severe neck injuries. So with that double stomp to the back of the neck, tell everybody
my career ended.
How.
My career ended because of 2 things: severe neck injuries and shitty booking. But that is another story for off
another
air.
booking for another time. But the question is, how devastating are those moves, those power moves to the neck in the middle of the match?
You want to know how devastating they are? Look in the ring right now. That they've actually brought a guy Rex Lawless' size down to the mat. That's how devastating they are.
The neck, one thing, for those people who don't really understand the anatomy of the spine, the neck controls.
Wisely turns it into a cover. You want to talk about ring awareness. Way to turn that into a near 3 count.
Huge. Whoa!
Sidewalk slam, and that could be it here.
Big sidewalk slam there. Rex Lawless going for a huge Vader bomb there. 1, 2. I can't believe that Josef Von Schmidt kicked out of that.
I almost lost a few dollars on that one.
I mean, I did not see
Rex Lawless
Von
calling
Schmidt.
for something here.
I did not see Von Schmidt kicking out of that. He's
stalking his
from
opponent.
the second
Listen,
rope.
Von Schmidt needs to get to his feet, and he needs to turn around and gain his awareness here because Rex Lawless is not playing games here.
Suckered him in as Von Schmidt did. Now he has control. Huge spear!
That could be it here.
What a spear by Von Schmidt. 1, 2, and it's a 3. Ladies and gentlemen, Von Schmidt pulls out the victory there with a huge spear.
3 for 4 is not bad. My pockets are filling up here.
Well, aren't you glad you finally agreed with me, EJ?
There's one thing about doing commentary that I do enjoy. No, it's not being your broadcast partner. What it is getting to watch two titans clash in the middle of the ring like that. That was actually a really athletic contest between guys that you don't normally expect to be as athletic as they are.
It's at 6'6" and 6'4" in the ring right now. A combined 13 feet of height was in that ring. Oh boy.
Do we have a translator in the house?
I don't understand what he's saying, ladies and gentlemen.
He said something or another about you being an idiot.
I highly doubt that. Josef Von Schmidt truly values me as a commentator.
Rex Lawless just came over here and he grabbed that bottle of liquor and now he's chugging it. Oh my goodness.
Pushed AJ Orsini out of the way, our poor ring announcer, just to get to the bottle there.
Like this idiot I face who drinks before a match. It's obvious he lost. He was drinking before a match.
There you go. That's how you do it at Fiesta Pro Wrestling. You drink before and after a match. Where's my bottle of liquor?
We can't give you. You're working. We are professionals.
I'm the best big man in the business today.
Well, there's not much to deny that. He is one of the best big men in the business.
Number 2, there ain't no one, especially an American, who is better than Josef Von Schmidt.
I find it kind of ironic that they're chanting USA at a promotion called Fiesta Pro Wrestling at a German man.
Well, fiesta is a universal word for party. We can't call it party pro wrestling.
Why not?
Because it sounds ridiculous.
No, Fiesta Pro Wrestling sounds better to you?
Hey, a fiesta is so much better than just any old party.
Number 1,
You are an idiot.
American, your glasses are on, upside down. I bet you your underwear is inside out, and you're wearing 2 left socks.
And Josef Von Schmidt now accosting our fans here.
I don't know what accosting means.
Was an American citizen.
I'll just chalk that up to too many head turnbuckle shots.
Stop the ballot box in favor of Trump, so you would be behind the wall. He is going.
Well, there's your answer, EJ Risk.
It's going to be a long.
There's your answer.
Yeah, but he has to be a citizen.
high wall and hell.
Is he from Berlin?
I think just
I believe he is.
He would know about walls then.
Very strong and durable walls. But as Ronald Reagan said when the Berlin Wall still stood, Mr. Gorbachev, tear down that wall, and we will tear down that wall as well.
you don't understand what I'm
I
saying.
hate you.
Notwithstanding, the question at hand is, Josef Von Schmidt makes some great points. He is one of the best big men in the business. Who's going to tear down the wall that is Josef Von Schmidt?
I want to tear down a wall. I want to put up a wall between you and I so I can listen to what he's saying.
I was in the back locker room, and I guess the definition of big to America is fat, because I can see fat people back there.
He's right. There's a lot of fat people back there. I was going to say it, but I'm glad he said it.
So I take on any challenge
Well, you look like you put on a few pounds, EJ.
That's muscle.
Oh. Yeah, finally started building some.
Yeah, better late than never, right?
There you go.
American in this build, but he's still
I was always told that VSK was the muscle of the team.
VSK was the muscle of the team. How can I stand next to VSK and say that I'm the muscle of the team? Use your head.
I didn't see no one. Oh, wait, yeah, I did. I see the back of some guy's ass. Dig through the buffet line. I think it was Keith and Marconi.
Von Schmidt calling out Mr. Good Times Only.
DJ, you need to stop eating and sign on the dotted line to face Josef Von Schmidt.
That whole thing was to challenge a man to a match.
And he challenged
But I do. You don't get them girls,